What was it that made you decide to move on into like a solo career?
Well, that band was kind of like a drug band. A lot of people in the band used drugs. Yeah, and so we were in Germany, and I saw one of the guys that snuck his heroin kit in. So I was like, I got 2 sons at that time. I ain't finna go to jail, and especially after somebody else was probably right. And so I said, when we get back, I quit. And
so when you got back to the States?
When we got back to the States, right.
So, but prior to being in Germany, you hadn't noticed or didn't realize that?
I knew.
Oh, you knew.
But they was gonna, get away with it, and I mean, if you're gonna be in a band, somebody doing something, even in Christian bands. I mean, I grew up with Ed Hawkins, Walter Hawkins, Tremaine, all of them. Andre Crouch. I grew up with them. And everybody was doing something. So but as long as you keep it over there, and I'm over here, we cool. Yeah. But I'm just like, well, I just didn't want to, take the chance. And somebody that bold to, sneak something to another country. That's different than riding down East 14th Street. Going to your cousin's house with something. Right. So I said, okay, it's time for me to make my exit.
And that's what it was. And you got into being a solo artist.
Right.